Bruce, the Spirit is powerful. So spiritual words present. My sister is here to testify to the glory of God. She has 2 testimonies to share. And one is about childbearing, part 1 in today's service, Tema branch. According to my sister, spiritual words present, one day she told herself that the baby that you are sharing for free, she needed one. That was what she told herself. So one day she came to church. Fortunately for her, you are sharing a miracle baby toffees for free for those who are longing for the fruit of the womb. Spiritual words present. She got hold of one, got home, and then ate it. Spiritual words present. According to my sister, that same night she went to bed and dreamed that you appear in her dream. And you told her that, woman, I have brought your baby, but you have problem in your stomach. All your uterus, in other words, your womb is damaged beyond repair. So I have to remove it. Spiritual words present. According to my sister, in the dream, she told you that is why I be feeling pain in my stomach sometimes now. Spiritual words present. According to her, you made her to lie down in the dream. You operated her. And you remove the rotten uterus or the damaged uterus, the womb that is rotten. You remove it and show it to her that you see all your womb is rotten, and you throw it away. And you told her in the dream that I have to replace it with a new womb, but I want you and the doctors to know that Jesus has given me power. So I am not going to replace it with new one. According to my sister, in the dream, you made your hand like this, and then a sponge appeared in your palm. And you put the sponge in the stomach, and so you have placed the baby in there. And after that, you switched it back. My sister said, after that, you left. She woke up from that dream, was thinking about the whole thing. And Obinim had removed all my uterus that was rotten. And then put a sponge in my stomach, said, I placed the baby in my mouth. She was thinking about the whole day. That month, her message did not flow. The second month, her message did not flow. The third month, her message did not flow. She visited on a South Capital for pregnancy test, and it does show that she's pregnant. Future was present. She started attending antenatal at Christie Private Hospital at Breku in the central region. Her name is Rashida Agbo. That's the name on the folder, Rashida Agbo. So she started attending antenatal at Christie Private Hospital at Breku in the central region. So as she carried the pregnancy to 9 months, Christie Private Hospital transferred her to Winneba Government Hospital. Future was present. She got to Winneba Government Hospital with the same name, Rashida Agbo. That was the name on the folder. Future was present. She was in labor and she was carried to the delivery suite. And then in no time, she delivered. After the delivery, she started bleeding. And then the doctors over there did their possible best to stop the bleeding. But all proof unsuccessful, she was still bleeding. Sensing danger, they called one of the doctors who was a specialist. The doctor came and said, look, I have to operate you because the way you are bleeding, if care is not taken, you will die. So the doctor operated her. Spiritual was present. And to the surprise of the doctor told my sister, you don't have a womb in your stomach, no womb. It is only a net sponge I saw in your womb. Physical at Winneba Government Hospital. Spiritual was present. It was then she was telling the doctor that Angel Obinim appeared in my dream and said, all my womb got rotten. So he removed all those rotten womb and then placed a sponge in my stomach and said, I placed the baby in. The doctor said he cannot think far. The baby that you place in the sponge, this is the child. Hey! She has given birth to the child without a womb. The doctor said they cannot think far. They said they cannot think far. This is the child. She's now 3 years old. So she said, testify to the glory of God for such an angelic work performance.
Clap. How can be possible? Onipa oni awodie. Obetimi awoba.
human being who has no reproductive organ, womb, uterus, how can this person give birth?
Hospital bay.
Winneba Government Hospital. And her name is Rashida too, Agbo.
Pastor Wisdom.
Yes, sir.
I would like to ask you a question. I want a straight answer.
I hear you, sir.
Did the hospital prove that this lady standing beside you, she has no womb?
Angel, Yamenshra on your case. And why Dean or Murashi, me doctors are running in a beer.
Made the point I needed. Doctors in the catch there will say, Uni, our dear.
I would dear Niho, when who would there be our me? I do who Yanni said next to say support, and then I hang Yaqualano. I'm past to 4 days, a menisu to see me a Mehuaqualano. Nina yet is a bowl legacy. I say, and no, I hang Yaqualano. Aqualana hang you me yema to 9 months. And yan janka, and ye.
Now, also Diana saying,
Miss Diana say, Angel answer no dia Aqualana be mammy no. Or say, my would yan say, inti obey pray to me. Now I see you no mammy fofro, answer no dia Aqualana tomb. Into me operation. And all see I would dear, oh, me operation, ye, no. Me who send ye and his son say, and all poo. And I said, Sapobi nabeton in sem. And or there to my would dear no more. Or there to me yem. Into the 2 year no pama me yem no. And I'm sorry what I am. Me call operation no susuno. Or mu ye me operation no sadia no no mu say e krapalan.
Daddy.
Sapo no to say net no. Answer na meni so betiti me no so. Enji abetre me what I am say. Some my friend no so on be me operation. Inti wa beye why me operation no ayi akwala no ono na ma friend no na wa beye me operation no me hwe se mani so tete me a me hu doctor ko a why me operation na ampa susu besi enne me hu doctor ko no me hu doctor no me hu.
Why are you sitting there? Oh my God.
This is an award-winning testimony. A German will say, this is a Bruzigon testimony. How can somebody who has no uterus even get pregnant? From what this lady is saying, she said, Angel, before I even went for the operation, I had a dream, and in the dream, you came to me and you told me that, my daughter, I am here to operate you. You did pull, and a new net came into your hand. You operated me and you took off my diseased uterus. Then you replaced it with this net. It is called amniotic sac. Amniotic sac. It is a sac that the baby is always in, covered with some fluid, which is called amniotic fluid, which allows the baby to rotate and turn while the baby is in the uterus. That is it, amniotic sac. The amniotic sac alone can't hold the baby because the amniotic sac is within the uterus. So how can somebody who has no uterus have amniotic sac? This is a multi-million question. And according to the lady, after she had given birth through the operation, she has gone to the hospital back to look for that particular surgeon, gynecologist who operated her, but she couldn't find that particular gynecologist. So I want to ask, who is that surgeon who operated this woman?
Angel Obinim.
Who is that surgeon?
Angel Obinim.
Yes.
This is serious.
So serious.
So serious.
Okay. Sometimes in one asolema me yimukura mu free wo mu amoba mpaebo me yimukura mu free wo a na me de kɔ masofo no so a titiri mu amotaye program wo OBTV ni show TV no aya sometimes mo kwotena wa ya mu hu asem a mo nka because miracles no edoso de he na obeka wo kai na we ba asole banso onu so di me ho dance a kire wo bi e ka adwuma me ya onu so wo hu na adwuma wonka because all can we ya na we o say kai foforo obi timi di me ho dance ya na obi ebusan say ti dia wo ka nyina no aya no esi Obinim aso no say he mentimi kan ni nyina mpo obi awuni awodi e yega ni watimi awoba.
Hey,
this is serious.
So serious.
Akwala no so de kuta no.
She is holding the baby. At times, some of my church members.
Sister, come.
Let's put the church members aside. My pastors who go to the television station to have a program, when you are talking about the kind of miracle that goes on, you will say this, and by the time you finish this, another will drop. It is uncountable. You will talk and talk and talk about it that you can't finish. At times, you being the church member too, when somebody asks you some of the miracles your father and your Obinim have been performing, you may talk about it. So they may ask you, hey, so are you really sure that all these miracles happens in International God's Way Church? How can you think about it? Somebody who has no uterus, Pastor Wisdom, a car that doesn't have a steer, how can you drive?
How can you drive?
If you don't have an eye, how can you see? This is unthinkable. That is what administrator will say, an unfathomable mystery.
Car any engine better go.
Yes, a car without engine. How can the car move?
Wisdom, you want to say something to me?
Yes, he left with one testimony. There are two testimonies.
Oh, clap again.
Spiritual Vice President, her second testimony is that the husband that she was staying with said she wanted to establish her. So they went together to a bank to take a loan of 20,000 Ghana, that is 200 million. As they came back home, her husband told her that, woman, I have not seen any use of you, so I'm going to use this money on my fiancé, but not you. Spiritual Vice President, she was sad. She was sad to hear that. So instead of her husband to use the 200 million to establish her, her husband went and they bought a container for his fiancé, and then buy goods to fill the container. After that, the husband told her that, go and see the container the way I fill it for my fiancé. When you watch it, in fact, I'll give you 3 days. You will drink a poison and die. That was what the husband told her. Spiritual Vice President, she was sad and in pain. She came to the house, entered her room, and then stood before your sticker and said, Angel Obinim, I'm one of your proud daughter, and I know you will not allow my husband to fool me like this. My husband said she has given me 3 days. When I see the container, the way he filled it for his fiancée, I will drink poison and die. Spiritual Vice President, I am also giving my husband 3 days for armed robbers to steal everything in that container. That was what she stood before the sticker and told you. According to my sister, after that 3 days, they were in the house and they started hearing, thief. Where the container is? At Bimbila. This one occurred at Bimbila. It's near soldiers' camp. So soldiers came and surrounded the container because the thief ran and entered the container and locked it. So the soldiers came and surrounded the container before the police also came. So they surrounded the container, asked the thief to come out. And they fought the container. They opened the container. The thief is not inside. All the goods has vanished. The thief that they saw enter into the container and lock it, they open it. The thief is not in the container. All the goods has vanished from the container.
Sometimes, when we are giving testimony, I'm saying that the testimony is a movie.
She's even shedding tears.
This is serious.
So serious.
So it is a movie or reality?
Reality. And that night, you went to her dream and told her that you are the one. You and Obinim transfer yourself to that thief. And then enter and stole everything. And then you vanish. That was what you told her in the dream.
I salute you, Nyamisho. We are number one. Obiani Hopium. And Obiani Ho. And Obiani Ho. Yanko, when you must said, Yami pay you away from Obiani, your Mobeki Campia, Yami pay you away from Obiani Ho to say, we are entering number one.
This is serious.
So serious.